Hello there. Welcome to Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. We're here at Costco. Short list for this morning, but because it's so short, we write down everything we need for the afternoon shop. And typically I get a majority of it, if not almost all of it, in the morning, so that I don't have to come back in the afternoon. My brother can just do it on his own. And I try to leave them basically with like the bulk of like buns, 21 buns. I'm not going to get that. It requires a second cart and then, and then only 4 cases of shoestring fries, which that's light for them. Normally it's like 10 plus, and I usually will leave those for him as well. So looking at the list here, I might just leave the buns for him. I think everything else I can grab. We'll see. We're still down a vehicle, so hence why I'm taking my dad's truck, which kind of limits what I can put in the back. I went to bed last night kind of in a funk, just various things, nothing too crazy bad or anything, but I was having a conversation with Tiffany, and unfortunately, the end of our day is the time that we get to talk with each other, but that's also when she's like done. Like Tiffany's like go to the very end, and then as soon as she hits that couch, it's like set a timer. She's gonna fall asleep, in a matter of minutes. And she likes it that way. Like that's her thing, right? She's go, get her comfies on, hit the couch, have her little sweet treat, brush her teeth, and then she gets cozy, comfy. And depending on like how she's feeling, like sometimes she's just like, I'm just gonna go straight to bed and get cozy, comfy in bed and fall asleep in bed. Other times she's like, I can chill here on the couch for a little bit. I'm not quite ready to go to bed, but she still closes her eyes and rests her eyes as she says it. Anyway, trying to have a conversation with her though at that late, I need to have conversations with her earlier, like before dinner or at dinner or whatever. But sometimes those conversations happen at the end, and it doesn't quite work out. So anyway, I went to bed kind of in a funk, and so I woke up this morning like, I had that the echo of the feeling when I woke up. She knew. She woke up and she came straight to my office, gave me a hug and said, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm good. I'm all right." All right, so 1:45. Got a text from my mom. She's not feeling good, so not going to be going and visiting her today. So I guess I'm DoorDashing. One of the problems with being 6'4", I always have to set the camera down, something down below, and it's always looking up at me, and you can just see the shitty ceilings of our office. So I'm ready to go, but I have a customer that is telling me that they didn't get something yesterday delivered, and it's on the invoice. It's got a little tick next to it as if the delivery driver saw it and delivered it. And so now I'm like waiting, like, do you have it? Do you not? Did you check your whole cooler? Like, do you need me to drop one off on the way home? Can you wait till tomorrow? Like, in other news, watching some vlogs. I'm about 3 days behind, so I'm watching some vlogs from 3 days ago. And I was watching one from Anthony Gilbert, who actually mentioned me. He started his vlog off watching one of my vlogs, talking about how, kind of like some advice I was giving to vloggers, but also to myself, that, some days you just need to hit record and just capture moments. And when you have some time to think, when you have something to say, that's when you turn the camera on yourself. But at the very least, if you're kind of a day in the life vlogger, just capture moments throughout your day, right? 5 seconds here, 5 seconds here. So it was cool to see that Anthony saw that, it resonated with him, and then he ended up making like a 19-minute banger of a vlog, taking us through his day. It was great. He working in the garage, working in his office, cooking. It was great. Great job, Anthony. And then I watched another one from Russ, where he was referencing another one of my vlogs about where did all the vloggers go when I was talking about, I think it was last Monday or so, it's about a week or so, where I said, a handful of new vloggers that I recently discovered and was watching on a regular basis have all stopped vlogging. Some, 2, 3, 4 weeks since their last upload. And I was just kind of like, did I miss a memo? Was there an announcement made that, I don't know. And then, like I said, Russ made the video and he was talking about it. He kind of alluded to his thoughts on why he thinks people had stopped vlogging or stopped posting and uploading. And then there was a bunch of great comments from other vloggers or just people in the community that watch the vlogs, and all kind of said the same thing. Yeah, I've noticed a handful of people not uploading. Yeah, I myself have backed off on uploading. And so it was really interesting to see the different perspectives on both sides of the camera. Russ is another one that I just recently found, kind of like that. That's I'd say the second wave of vloggers that I've recently discovered. I dig his style. I like that he, for the most part, takes us through his day, whatever his day is. And Russ is another good one. So again, I think being a part of a community helps when we have dialogue like this, when we share what's on our mind, when we share what we're thinking. We get to see and hear each other's thoughts, and then we had a chance to chime in, whether it's via comments on a video or creating a video ourselves. And I know for a while there were a lot of vloggers that were like making video replies to someone's video, like, hey, kind of like what like I said, what Russ was doing. It's like, I watched a video of Clintus's and he was talking about, asking where all the vloggers went, and then he proceeded to make a video about that. It's great, fantastic. I think we need to do more of that. This Orange Dream Juvie actually slaps. This shot up into my top 3. It's really good. And bonus for being collaboration with Doom. That's not what the can always looks like, but right now that's what it looks like. So good. Speaking of Juvie, the Galactic Berry just got restocked. Apparently that flavor sells out all the time. It's been sold out since August. So if you've been wanting to try the Galactic Berry, drinkjuvie.com. Link in the description down below. Use code Clintus, you'll save. Getting a little fuel for the day in a different part of town that I'm not normally in. I usually don't go to Circle K's. They're usually overpriced. But Tiffany reminded me that we have that one app. What's it called? Up something. You get cash back when you go to specific gas stations. I never used it in the past because I never went to the gas stations, specifically Circle K's and Shells. But, when in Rome. All right, here we go. I'm on, looking for offers. First one I got was, so I declined that. Pretty sure I'm sitting in the gold status. Where can I see that? Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I have to say above 70. Yeah, no, we're good, 74%. We're starting the day off with 74% with one decline, so we're good. I had a beef stick before I left the house and a Juvie, so should be good until dinner, which I'm scheduled to dash till 6 o'clock. And that's usually around the time we eat dinner, so Tiffany will most likely coordinate that, and I'll come home, swoop in for dinner. So you might be asking yourself, why am I DoorDashing? And the simple answer is extra cash. Got the Mexico trip coming up. I just bought that new camera, even though technically the camera is for my business, the YouTubing stuff, write-off, blah, blah, blah. It's still cash that, that I don't necessarily have. And really, if you've been following the channel for a while, I mentioned I got hit with a huge tax bill this year, first one in many years. Tiff and I just miscalculated some things because we had such a fat refund 2 years ago, and last year was a moderate one, and then this year was negative. So we got the big tax bill, and then oh hey, okay, where are we going? We're going to it's kind of far. Well, it's pizza. It's easy enough. Let's go to Papa John's. To be continued.
This works.
I kind of think it's meditation, but it's like a physical version of meditation. You can be chatting to someone over, but your body is in so it's like in the round.
Yeah, it's celebrity theater.
Because whenever I do arenas, I always play them in the round.
Yes.
And it's kind of a trick I got from, I played a gig with Chappelle in Australia.
This is not going well. Did that one pizza delivery, and I went to McDonald's and they said it was already picked up, so I had to cancel that. And I pick up a Raising Cane's. I get there and I order. It's one of those ones you get placed the order, then you have to pay with their card, and my card won't read. And it's not my wallet because I just got a new phone, haven't put it in my wallet yet, so I had to cancel that one. So I've been dashing now for a little over an hour, and I've done one order. Let's see if Chick-fil-A is any better.
Hello, welcome in.
So as I was saying earlier, the reason why I'm DoorDashing is just some extra cash. Streaming's not reliable. I can't, there's no guarantees that when I go live I'm going to make any money, so I can't rely on that as a quote-unquote second stream of revenue. Even though that's what I would rather be doing right now is, streaming and gaming or chatting. But, when I need an extra $100 or when I need something like that, that's where DoorDash is. It's a air quotes guarantee, right? Guarantee with an asterisk, because here I am, I'm dashing, but I'm not making any money. So, it's all kind of a gamble, which I guess the way I look at it, streaming's a gamble too, right? There are definitely been streams where I've made money, but there's a lot of streams where I don't. And, I don't do it. Obviously, coming from doing it full time, and it was my career at one point in time, there's money to be made, and there is inherent in the back of my mind, like when I stream, there's a possibility of making money. But I don't do all the things. I don't do the giveaways. I don't put sub goals and banners, and I just hang out, and if people want to support, they support. But DoorDash is a little more of a certain thing. Like I'm gonna make something, maybe shit. It's gonna be shit, but at least I'm guaranteed something, and something's better than nothing. So, that's it. I'm scheduled for the next 3 days. I'll make whatever I make, and that's that. Back to Chick-fil-A. I have to admit, this is the most dead I've seen Chick-fil-A ever. The drive-through line's not even wrapped around yet, and the parking lot's empty. Thankfully, that Chick-fil-A is pretty quick. Even the lady made a comment. She's like, "You got some good juju going, because every time you walk in, your order's ready." I said, "Not that I'm doing, lady. Just all about timing, luck." She asked how my night was going. "How's your day going?" I said, So the first hour was a little rough, and she just kind of goes, I hate to say this, but when I'm having a bad day or a bad moment, I just remember someone's got something worse going on right now." And I said, "I know. I think about the same thing. I think similarly. It could be worse," is what I look at it. I go, "It can always be worse." She goes, "That's right." So, it could always be worse. Oh, Mr. Good Sense, man, I've been hearing forever. This used to be my jam when we worked at Cox, because it was the closest sub shop from Cox. So we were gotten there all the time. I used to get the 2-footer, the 2-foot Italian, baby. Just delivered to I assume he was a police officer. He was in full gear. I don't think it was a security officer, a security guard. I think it was an actual police officer at a hospital. But I handed him a bag. He ordered a sandwich, and he goes, "Did they put the chips in there?" And honestly, I did. Like 99% of things you pick up from DoorDash is sealed. The bag is sealed, right? This is something they started doing during the pandemic, where the bag is sealed, and aside from maybe a drink or a separate item that's not in the bag, everything's in the bag. That's kind of how it's supposed to be set up. And so when he asks that, I immediately go, I hope the bag was sealed, man. And the lady didn't say anything like, "Make sure you grab your chips." Like, she didn't say that. And so I'm just like, and he starts to like feel it, and then he gets a call, and all I hear is, "All units, da 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 da," and he goes, "Oh, thanks," and he just like kind of ran off. I was like, "Okay, I hope you got your chips." But I feel like he felt them. I think he felt the chips in there, and they were in there. But I'm rusty. It's been a while since I've done DoorDash, and so like little things like that, like checking before I leave. I checked for the name because you have to take a picture of the receipt. That's one of the changes they made recently. And he had to give me a PIN number. That's something new as well since last time I DoorDashed, a year ago. So anyway, it is 5:52. This is my last pickup. It was a high paying order, so I snagged it. I didn't even pay attention to which direction it was going in. I was like, this is my last one, so I'll grab it. And then we're gonna punch out for the night because I'm starving. I'm ready for dinner, and I'm hoping it's tacos. Cafe Rio. The first time I had this, I really loved it. The tacos were amazing. The chicken tacos were great, and then it's gone downhill since then. And they closed the one by my house. We don't even have one out by my house anymore. So scored. I am actually going in the direction of home, northwest of where I'm at right now. So awesome. We'll do this delivery, and then DoorDash should be over, and we'll cruise on home, cruise into the sunset.
Thing over and over again to compliment you. That's on them. That's not very creative. That.
One of the things I love about DoorDashing is you find all kinds of interesting neighborhoods and communities and unique house styles, like this. Very unique. They have like a cul-de-sac for their garages. Yeah. So this community here, it's kind of like they're townhomes or duplexes. I don't know the difference, but the homes are connected, right? It looks like 3 homes in a series, and on one side, all the front doors, all the front doors kind of face each other, and then they have like a cul-de-sac where all the garages face each other. It's unique, right? And then you got a park here and a playground there, and it's different. I wrapped up that last delivery, got home about 6:30 or so, a little before 6:30. Tiffany just finished eating dinner, so everything was still sitting out, and we just basically took leftovers from last night and made some tostadas. Delicious. Her corn salsa, like I said, top notch, and that barbacoa was spot on. And I'm not usually a fan of shredded meats. It was delicious. Caught up on our days, and hit the couch and finished the Charlie Sheen documentary, episode 2 that we didn't finish, fell asleep through. So I watched that, just put in all my orders for tomorrow, and it's now 9:15, which means it's basically bedtime. So no Call of Duty for me. I think tomorrow is the last day for the beta. I've been playing about 2 matches every morning, so and it's a beta. The progress you make isn't gonna roll over to the the actual game, but I just wanted to play it enough to say, am I enjoying this? Is it worth me buying it? Because this will be the first Call of Duty I'll have to pay for in many, many years. I think the last one I paid for was World War II. And after that, I pretty much was on their press list, and I always got a press copy every year. So it was kind of nice. But it says the beta ends in 35 hours. So basically a day and a half. So I'll be able to play a little bit tomorrow in the morning. But like I said, I'm supposed to go DoorDash again. I didn't really get a chance to talk to Tiffany about my evening. But I don't know. I had a rough start. That first hour, only making about $10, $11, whatever it was. All in all, I dashed for 2.5 hours and I made $39. So not great. And that's kind of where I was at last time. I don't know. I mean, I remember a year ago, I'd pull about $100 in 4 hours. Give or take about $100 in 4 hours. Doesn't seem to be the case now. I mean, I'm making less than $20 an hour. And granted, I know I got to work my way back up, but this is just a spot, temporary thing. It just doesn't feel like it's worth it for me. For the little, 2.5 hour, 3 hours, it just doesn't seem like it's worth it. I don't know. Maybe it's the time of day I'm doing it, but it is what it is. So, I don't know. I think we'll go again. I want to say tomorrow, but I feel like I should skip tomorrow, play some Call of Duty, because the beta's still here, and then, I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll skip tomorrow. We'll stream on Twitch, play some Call of Duty while the beta's still here, and then we'll dash on Thursday. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It feels right. Feels right. I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.